Today, we're going to talk about what really happens inside the body when you drink alcohol, from the first sip all the way to a blackout. When alcohol enters the body, the journey starts in the digestive system. A small amount is absorbed through the stomach, but most of it moves quickly into the small intestine, where it's absorbed into the bloodstream. If you drink on an empty stomach, this process is even faster, which is why the effects can hit harder. Once alcohol is in the blood, it's carried all over the body, to the brain, the liver, the lungs, and even the kidneys. Because alcohol easily crosses into the brain, its effects show up pretty quickly. Usually, blood alcohol levels peak within half an hour to an hour after drinking. Now, the liver plays the biggest role in processing alcohol. It works in steps. First, enzymes convert alcohol into a toxic substance called acetaldehyde. Then, another enzyme breaks acetaldehyde down into acetate, which is less harmful. Finally, acetate is turned into water and carbon dioxide, which the body can eliminate. But here's the key. The liver can only handle about 1 drink per hour. If you drink more than that, the extra alcohol builds up in your blood. This is where the brain really feels the impact. Alcohol acts as a depressant. It increases the calming signals of a chemical called GABA, which slows down brain activity. And at the same time, it blocks glutamate, which normally keeps us alert and helps us form memories. This combination makes us feel relaxed, lowers inhibitions, and affects coordination. On top of that, alcohol triggers the release of dopamine, the brain's feel-good chemical, which is why drinking can feel rewarding. As blood alcohol levels rise, the effects become more obvious. At low levels, you might feel warm, relaxed, or a little more social. As levels climb higher, you start to slur your speech, lose coordination, and your memory and judgment take a hit. When levels get very high, confusion sets in, emotions can swing wildly, and vomiting is common. Then we get to blackouts. A blackout doesn't mean you passed out. In fact, during a blackout, a person may look wide awake and even carry on conversations or activities. But later, they won't remember what happened. That's because alcohol disrupts the hippocampus, the part of the brain responsible for turning short-term memories into long-term ones. If that system is shut down, the experiences never get recorded. So when you wake up the next day, those hours are just gone. Finally, it's important to remember that very high levels of alcohol can shut down critical functions in the brainstem, slowing breathing and heart rate to dangerous levels. That's when alcohol poisoning, coma, or even death can occur. So, from the first sip to the point of blackout, alcohol affects the body in powerful ways. First by moving rapidly into the bloodstream, then overwhelming the liver's ability to process it, and ultimately disrupting the delicate chemistry of the brain. It explains why drinking can feel good at first, but also why it can so easily turn harmful.